Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of our creating a Defiant-class video. Last time we finished installing all the important systems for our Defiant-class ship that we named Sequest, and now we'll go on to the crew.
Processing.
You have several key positions you can pick officers for. So you can see them listed here. So to see who's available, we'll click over here on Available Candidates.
Crew candidate.
In addition to all the characters included with the game, you also have the option to add your own characters, whether it's a picture of you, your friends, or even just characters from another franchise. This can be done by going over here to the Add button. Earlier, I took the liberty of adding some characters myself. So, for Captain, let's scroll down. So I added myself. We'll get to that in a minute. However, for the captain's position, see if I can get it to move up where I want it to go. There we go. We'll use Commander Ford as the captain of our ship. So you're able to import a picture of the character, and then you can also pick uniforms from the different eras to add. So we'll pick him as our captain.
Captain assigned.
We'll go down to Chief Engineer. Let me see. I think we'll take Lieutenant Barkley as our engineer.
Chief Engineer assigned.
Alright. You notice here, similar to when picking the important systems, that the better qualified the officer, the higher the recruitment fee. Let's see, who should we get as a security officer? Let's see who we got on the list here that jumps out at me. Various 24th century candidates. Just taking this quick scan down the list. Oh, how about Nog? Actually, no, I changed my mind. Let's see who else we got on the list. Oh, of course, who could be better than Odo? So we'll go with Odo as our security officer.
Security officer assigned.
Okay, communications officer. Let's see who would be good for this category. Maybe we'll see if Ensign Nog's a little bit better qualified here. Sure, we'll use Nog for communications.
Communications officer assigned.
Okay, first officer. Maybe I'll go ahead and throw myself into the first officer position. Picture I got wasn't great, but demonstrate some of the things you can do. You can type in the biography over here, put it on uniform to see if you can make it fit, if you can get a good image.
First officer assigned.
Alright, so we need a science officer still. Let me see. Who do we want as our science officer? Of course, on a Defiant class, the science officer probably isn't going to have a whole lot to do. But, let's see what we can find. Let me see. How about Lieutenant Torque? Yeah, sure, we'll give him a shot.
Science officer assigned.
But not a chance to shine for one of our ensigns. Chief Medical Officer. I saw Nurse Ogawa earlier on the list. Maybe we'll go with her as our CMO. There we go.
Chief Medical Officer assigned.
And for the ever important role of counselor, let me see. Who would be a decent counselor for a Defiant class ship? About Samantha Wildman. Nah, not a great recruitment fee indication of her qualifications. Probably should look for somebody else. Let me see, who would be better? How about Dr. Pulaski? There we go. Give some country wisdom.
Counselor assigned.
It looks like we have all the command crew selected. Let's go and take a
Officers
look.
assigned to this vessel.
Yeah, we got all the positions selected, so we'll take a quick look at the crew complement.
Personnel allocation by functional specialization.
So you can change the percentage of the crew in different areas. See, under Defiant class is set to obviously a high number of tactical. And engineering is also good to have because if your ship is damaged, they can help repair it. Although 10% in command seems a little bit low, so I might take a little bit off of, not that much. Just a little bit off of security if I can do it at 40%. So I was trying to put it on command. Obviously the controls here are not very good sometimes. Well, maybe that's probably good enough for now. So yeah, a good selection of engineering and tactical with some command, a little bit of science, although in a Defiant they don't have a whole lot to do. So with our crew selected, the creation of our ship is essentially done.
Processing.
Now we can go over to the fleet menu. You can see one of a Constitution class I created earlier, and the Defiant that I just created. Now you can see several missions over here, and as you successfully complete these missions, you earn credits for the construction of your next starship. So I'll pick a basic mission just to show kind of how they work. Let's see one that would be good for a Defiant class. Perhaps defend area against an invader. So once we've selected our mission and we've selected our ship, the USS Sequest, we'll go over to the mission screen.
Processing.
A lot of these missions, there's not very much for you to do other than watch and see how your ship performs. However, every once in a while a dialog box will pop up asking for input. And also, fortunately, I have Accelerate, because some of these missions can go kind of slow otherwise. I'll go ahead and pause it here until we reach our destination, and then we'll see how our starship does on this mission. Okay, we've about reached our target area, so let's see what happens next. There's something in the area. You can see that, yeah, that's kind of loud. Anyway, you can see that during a battle your ship can take damage, but if you have a strong engineering crew, the damage can be repaired very quickly. Apparently, since we're in a Defiant class, we easily defeated the invader. I guess that's it for this mission, so we're going to head back to the starbase. Some of the missions are much more complicated than this, and they will sometimes play animations along with the different steps of the mission that you have to accomplish, although I just picked a relatively simple one for demonstration purposes. Looks like we've about arrived back at the starbase, and we'll get a mission evaluation to see if we earned all the credits we could from this mission or not. There were 2 goals in this mission, but we only achieved one of them. So we got 50% of the available credits. So once that's done, we can go back to the fleet menu.
Processing.
And we can look at an evaluation of the mission and see how we did. So we met the goal of protecting Federation territory, but we did not learn what we could about the alien culture. So there could be an example of the Defiant class not being the best option for this mission, because it may not have enough scientific capabilities for that aspect of the mission. You can see that earned us some credits, though. As we continue earning credits, we can get ready to create our next class of ship. You can see there's quite a number of missions here. I believe there's a total of 35. Some of them are cooperative, meaning that you can send 2 starships on the mission at the same time to help achieve your objectives. Well, that pretty much wraps up the process of creating a starship in the Starship Creator game. I thank you for joining me for this. If you're interested in any more videos like this, please feel free to let me know. Thank you once again, and I hope you have a blessed day.